Welcome, real estate fans, to another episode of Seattle's Eastside Real Estate Podcast. I am Dan Edwards, your host, and I'm here to provide you the inside scoop on living, working, and playing across the East Side. It is Wednesday, September 27th, and we're coming to you live on Facebook and YouTube. Feel free to chime in with your comments and questions, and if you're listening to the recorded version, make sure to subscribe and read our podcast. You can find our podcast anywhere podcasts are casted, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and more. We appreciate your support, and as you know, sharing is caring. We have got an action-packed show for you lined up today. Wonderful Eastside fans. In our Real Talk segment, we'll be discussing our more homes coming onto the market. Then we'll be sitting down with Angel Hutchins, one of our favorite members of Truth & Co. And then also our topic will be, are you on the right Medicare plan for you? If not, it could be costing you thousands annually. With this much fantastic content, you're going to want to grab a pen and paper and take notes. But before we get started, let's jump into our Real Talk segment. All right, so housing inventory is a real hot topic in real estate. Let's go deeper into some recent data showing new listings might be ramping up and what it's going to mean for home owners that are considering selling. With more competition on the horizon, experts say it's now an opportune time to list your house. When inventory is tight, as it is today, listed homes rarely stand out, especially those listed homes really stand out, especially those that are priced accurately. But there's signs that more listings are coming soon. Now, here's the data. Typically, inventory is going to swell in the winter months. And what that is you're going to see a lot of inventory stick around, and you're going to see those that really have to move get their homes on the market. Now, it's too early to say if this trend will persist, but we recommend getting ahead of it. So here's the deal. Summer, August is usually a really busy time for many of our Eastsiders to enjoy time away and enjoy the last gasps of summer, which I have to say, we had a phenomenal summer this year. Nobody can argue with that. And the last bits of August and the first part of September is getting back into that rhythm. Now, this is where a seller that needs to sell, that could be somebody that's looking to right size their house like we talked about last year, or somebody relocating for business. Typically, marching orders get sent out right about this time and people consider making a move. And what the most common mistake is, many people wait until January to list and sell a house, thinking that people are not going to be out there in November and December. Well, it couldn't be further from the truth. There are people that are actively buying and they're just not quite sure. So if you are a seller that is considering making a move, why jump on the market when all the other sellers jump on the market? Why not take advantage of the next 6 to 8 weeks, get ahead of the market and get yourself in a position to be a buyer come January? So those are kind of some of the market trends, and I will outline what the advantages to a buyer is to considering buying this time of year. Again, most of the moves this time of year are not moves of what's the word I'm looking for? Optional moves, meaning, hey, maybe we'll move up. Maybe we'll get a bigger house for the family. Most of the people that are selling are doing so either for a relocation of business or looking to downsize. So as a buyer in this market, you can find an opportunity there too, being that there may be homes that have been on the market that went through the summer market a little overpriced, and now they're considering bringing the price down. And what you can do is utilize that price improvement to better your interest rates. There's tons of strategies for buyers and sellers in any market. We're here to help you consider what is the best strategy for you and for your timing. So in conclusion, inventory, it's going to start to grow because of the winter season. Sellers can get ahead of the competition by going before the holiday, and buyers can take advantage of the seller's motivations and get themselves a lower monthly payment by utilizing the seller's motivation to reduce their mortgage, reduce their rather than reduce your price, reduce your mortgage payment. So in summary, let's meet. If you have questions about the housing market, we would love an opportunity to help find out what your unique situation means for you. And that concludes our Real Talk segment. I think I'm supposed to.
Are you worried about your health holding up as you age? Buying a new home often involves paying your mortgage for 15 to 30 years, and you'll need to be at your best to keep working strong as you age. Cummins Chiropractic and Wellness has helped families just like yours regain optimum health as they work hard to provide for their family. The team at Cummins Chiropractic and Wellness treats patients with both crisis care and lifestyle care with our state-of-the-art individualized services. We have seen thousands of people reach and maintain their best health as they age. To learn more about how chiropractic can help you achieve your best health, you can call Cummins Chiropractic and Wellness at 425-590-9158 or reach us online at CumminsChiropractic.com.
All right, back from our short commercial break. Cummins Chiropractic is amazing. I've been using them for many, many years. They keep me healthy. Don't go to a chiropractor just when you're broken. Definitely find some wellness visits, and Cummins is the best. All right, next we're going to welcome one of our health insurance experts, Angel Hutchins from Troth & Company. So I'm going to bring her on. Welcome to the show, Angel.
Hi, Dan. Thanks for having me.
All right, so I'm going to do your bio introduction. Angel has been unbiased, provided unbiased custom insurance solutions to Medicare eligible clients. She takes the confusion, which there's a ton of confusion, and replaces it with confidence and clarity by learning about each person's unique needs, kind of like us real estate agents. Agent then tailors her options to align with both her clients' goals and budget. When not assisting clients, she enjoys being a proud mom to Dylan and Ashlyn. In her spare time, you can find Angel either beachcombing with her family or relaxing at home with her beloved dogs. Today, Angel shares her insurance insights to help prepare Medicare enrollment. So, Angel, again, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
It's good to have you back, and this is the time to talk about it because Medicare enrollment starts when?
October 15th to December 7th is the annual enrollment period.
So now is the time to start to get the information you need. So let's talk about Medicare and what age do you need to be in order to be eligible for Medicare?
So Medicare is health insurance that is available to you starting at age 65. A lot of us are working a little bit later in life. So if you're working past age 65 and you have a qualified plan with your employer, you do not have to go on Medicare. But if at age 65 you're going to retire or you work for a smaller company, it is a great time to look at Medicare.
Okay, so we just answered this next question was when do you have to enroll? So what is the window again?
Your window to enroll is your annual enrollment is going to be once you're enrolled, but your initial enrollment period is 3 months before you turn 65. You've got the month you turn 65, and then 3 months after you turn 65. Your Medicare benefits will always begin the first of the month. So if you are a November 15th baby, your Medicare enrollment will begin November 1st.
And then after that, it's you have to re-enroll every year.
Most plans will auto renew.
Okay.
But the annual enrollment period is the one time a year that you can make changes to Advantage plans and Drug plans. That's October 15th to December 7th.
Okay. All right. So I'm sorry that this is about 15 years away for me. It's out of my purview. How does Medicare work?
Medicare on its own is a 80-20 plan, meaning Medicare is going to cover 80%. You're on the hook for 20%. The 20% that Medicare does not cover is uncapped. So it's going to be your health insurance. It's the next stage of health insurance when you're no longer working. So 65 and older. If you're disabled, worth noting, if you've been on Social Security disability for 24 months, you're entitled to Medicare benefits as well. And it is the next stage. There's a couple ways of covering the 20% that Medicare doesn't. There's supplements, there's Advantage plans, so there's some extra coverage that you'll look at purchasing, as well as drug coverage.
Okay, so first off, you have to enroll. This is a government organized medical for people 65 and older, and it's in a nutshell. 80% of anything you need done is covered by it. 20% is your pocket, but and there are different types of Medicare plans.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
the next
in King
phase
County, there's over 90.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, over 90?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So 90 different Medicare plans that might fit based on your health and lifestyle and current conditions and stuff like that. And then there's this I mean, how do you narrow it down for the clients?
So there's two options you can go with. One is a supplement, and that's going to cover the gaps of original Medicare. Your other option is an Advantage plan. These are gaining a lot of popularity. They cover things that original Medicare doesn't. So the direction that you go is really just based on personal preference. How we get to figuring out which plan is the best for you is we're looking at your lifestyle, we're looking at your health, we're looking at your physicians, we're looking at facilities. Do you travel? What kind of medications do you take? We consider all of that, and that's how we get all those plans down to the top plans to look at.
Okay, so just to understand that you said supplements and I said plans, so it's a combination that you're helping narrow down.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are the factors that impact the plan from year to year?
So the reason that you would change your plan from year to year is if you're on an Advantage plan, they run off of networks, and not all of your physicians may be covered in network. That's where you can save quite a bit of money, is if you select plans where your physicians and your facilities that you prefer to go to are in network. Some of these plans are HMO plans, meaning if you don't care inside the carrier's network, then you don't have any coverage at all. So the flexibility of being able to choose from year to year is really helpful. And another thing is that, you know, your health is going to change from year to year. Maybe last year you didn't want chiropractic coverage, but this year you do, right? So there's plans that cover all kinds of different types of care.
Cool. So let's say things have changed in the year. I mean, is that why and when you would want to change your plan?
So you can change your plan during the annual enrollment period. That's going to be that October 15th to December 7th. That's when we can make changes to Advantage plans and drug plans. There's an open enrollment period, kind of an oopsie period. So I always like to use the example of, let's say you auto-renewed your Advantage plan, and come January, you realize that your physician did not contract with that plan. You do have an opportunity to make a one-time change. That comes up January 1st to March 31st.
Okay, so if something accidentally, or maybe you thought one thing and you get each year from January to February, you can maybe make a modification if you need to.
Yes, on the Advantage plans.
On the Advantage plans, maybe not some of the other plans.
Yes.
Aha. So you see, this is why you need experts in your life, because things can be complicated because we're trying to find a lot of different solutions for different people and different lifestyles. I love it. I love having experts. I love having my CPA. You know, I love having somebody like yourself. It's like just to have those people that it's your job to pay attention to that. And here's my lifestyle now. Help me figure this out. So what's the cost of working with somebody like you?
So there's no cost associated to working with a Medicare broker. We're not allowed to charge any sort of planning fees. Worth noting, though, we don't contract with every single carrier. Most brokers don't. But we will show you the carriers that we do contract. We do have the ability to show you all of your options in the market. But there's never a cost associated whether you work with us or not for the work we do.
All right. So is this just people here on the East Side that you work with?
I'm actually licensed in 17 states right now.
Oh, wow. So you can help people anywhere in the greater Seattle area, Washington State. What other state have you been helping people in?
Washington, Oregon, Idaho, California, Arizona, North Carolina, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Colorado, Montana, Texas. I think I'm missing a couple.
And let me just interject here, because I've known Angel now for 6-7 years, something like that. And, this is very confusing stuff. And there are people out there that use the confusion of it to make money. That's not Angel. Angel uses the advocacy that she in resembles the advocacy in order to really help her clients, because this is a tough time in many people's lives. Some of them had planned for retirement and others hadn't, but every single one of them deserves to get the best possible coverage and understand what their rights are and future obligations. So I just want to encourage anybody watching this, maybe somebody sent it to you to say, hey, check out this person. I just want to say that Angel comes highly recommended, and her integrity is second to none. So give her a call. What's the best way for people to get a hold of you, Angel?
You can call me at 425-616-2867, or please feel free to email me at angel@trothandco.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Now, I want to go ahead and thanks for joining us. Sorry. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, yeah, this. All right. So as we conclude our show, we are on the cusp of October, and October is Halloween season. So for those of you, I want to point out there's a lot of great things going on with the Halloween theme. First off, Seattle Insiders, there is the Medieval Haunted Woods. Okay, let's describe this. This is 1 mile haunted trail, transports you to a medieval realm filled with mythical beasts and other surprises. It's at the My Haunted Forest in Vaughan. Okay, it looks like it's 58 miles southwest of the city. I am going to Google where the heck Vaughan is. Let's go copy. Haunted Forest in Vaughan. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go over to my browser because I want to know where the heck this is. My Haunted Forest in Vaughan map. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Now I see where this is. This is actually on the peninsula over Vaughan is over there. Okay. Like Long Branch. Ooh, this would be a fun little weekend trip. So from Seattle, you're going to take a ferry, probably the Bremerton Ferry, in order to get to this haunted forest. Okay. What else do we got? Let's see. Some events running through. That starts September 30th. And you can get the popular immersive experience. What else we got? Well, I guess for our next podcast, we're going to have some more details on all the other things, but that's one that I'd never heard of, My Haunted Forest, and it is over on the peninsula. So that concludes our show. As you know, we are always looking for local businesses to share how they can help the community. We're also looking for mortgage experts and more. So if you'd like to come on the show, reach out to any one of our team members, email me, dan.edwards@kw.com, or reach out via the phone. You guys have a great, thanks for watching this podcast. Have a great day.